All right, what it do, y'all? I've been an entrepreneur for almost 2 years now, and I scaled my business very, very fast in those 2 years. You feel me? In my first year, I already made my first 100K in revenue. It's a brand new business, brand new LLC, things of that nature. So I want to give you guys some tips and tricks and just lessons, things that I learned in 2024 that, I'm either going to do or not do in 2025 to better my business. So if you're already an entrepreneur, regardless of what industry you're in, or if you're trying to start a business, this might be a good watch for you, you feel me? Because I'm going to be dropping, just some personal experience. So like I said in all my videos, I got to always add a disclaimer because there's always that person in the comments. But yeah, man, this is not complete financial advice or things of that nature. I'm just letting you guys know what's worked for me and how I was able to scale my business so fast, right? So one of the first things I want to go over is automation and delegation, okay? I do not hear this talked about enough on social media. I've seen very, very few videos on it. And then even the videos that I see aren't even viral, right? So if you don't know what these words mean, right, obviously they're pretty simple words, but to automate something is to basically make it work on its own, right? So a lot of you guys have different businesses and stuff. Whether your business model can or cannot be automated, a lot of you guys just aren't automating your business, okay? An example, right? A lot of y'all got service-based skills, sometimes local-based skills, whether you cut grass or you cut hair or you do nails or you sell clothes, right? A lot of you guys have businesses where you're still working in that business. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with working in your business. Obviously, automation is something that has to be implemented a little bit later on after the business is established, because what you don't want to do is overspend. Some automation costs money, you know what I'm saying? But I would automate your business to best of capabilities from day one, because what you want to do is you want to be the CEO. You don't want to be the worker, okay? And what I mean by that is a lot of us are entrepreneurs. We own LLCs. We don't have a 9 to 5. We work for ourselves, things of that nature, right? But if you actually looking at your day-to-day, how much you're working, how much you're actually doing in your position, how much you're actually putting out to provide your service or to provide your product, sometimes you're working 10, 20 times harder than you were when you were working a 9 to 5. You get me? Any good business model, right? Look at Walmart, look at Target, look at Best Buy, look at all these big companies, right? When you really look at them, even Apple, right? Different industry. When you really look at them, right? What do they have a lot of? Employees. Now, employees isn't always the answer to automation, but having things in place to make your life easier prior to having employees is very, very important, right? So just one issue that I see with a lot of y'all online business owners who sell digital services or digital products, a lot of your stuff is filiform, you feel me? Especially if you do consulting or anything of that nature, whether you're a tax expert, whether you do credit, whether you do business funding, whether you do whatever, right? Hair and nails sometimes. I'm seeing you guys just got a lot of filiforms, job forms, just like email collectors, things of that nature, which there's nothing wrong with that. But what I will say is, as a client, right, people have very, very short attention spans. So this is just one key point. See your ad or something of that nature, and I go to your page and I'm like, okay, bet, I'm interested in this. And I have to fill out a form with all my information. Notification pops up at the end that says, okay, someone will reach out to you in 24 hours. You guys are losing a lot of clients from doing that, okay? This is helping you this is preventing you from scaling your business. This is preventing you from getting more clientele, getting more sales, things of that nature. And then also just doing more footwork. Realistically, why would you want somebody to fill out a form just for you to go over it and see if, you want them as a client, which 9 times out of 10 you do, and then have to reach out to them? They might not answer. They might have lost interest. They might have found somebody who already has an automation in place that's going to get them what they need, and they don't have to wait for 24 hours. It's very important. If you got an online business, specifically any of those CRMs or softwares or anything, even if you do online coaching, right, it's very important that you find one that has an integration tree and an automation tree. And if you don't know what that is, I'll go over that in a different video. But basically, it is the backworks of the website and how things work, right? So for example, if I go to a website and I click on Start Here, right? Start Here should trigger, the next thing. It should bring up the next page, right? Most websites, they have automations integrated, but some things that require third parties or other different applications and platforms, it's not going to automatically be integrated unless you use an integration tree like Zapier or things of that nature. Yeah, I know it's going to sound confusing, but basically what I'm saying is, for example, in my industry, I'm not trying to push my industry. I'm just going to give it to y'all so you can understand how I use it, right? So a lot of credit repair people in the credit repair space, what I'm seeing them doing is having this little filler form. People is filling out forms with their information. They're reaching back out to them with a price, things of that nature. You should not be doing that. You're losing way too many clients and you got way too much bag on the flow. And it's the same thing with any other business. So just hear me out. You go to my website at least, right? You go click on my credit repair packages. It already tells you everything you need to know. I don't have to reach back out to you to tell you what you need. I don't have to have nobody hop on a sales call with you. None of that. It has everything that you need right then and there. If you're interested, if you want to check out, it brings up something to fill up your information. And as soon as you put that information, it's not just going in an email to me and one of my sales reps for me to call back. No, it's going directly into my CRM and loading them as a client. So when you go to my website, you can see what you need, you can pay for what you need, you can get directly into the system. Onboarding emails are sent automatically, contracts are sent automatically. All this stuff can happen in my sleep and I don't have to lift a finger. I heard this saying once, all good CEOs are lazy, and I'm gonna explain what that means, you feel me? Because we have this misconception that a lot of CEOs work harder, and that's not the truth. CEOs work smarter. You know what I'm saying? All good CEOs are lazy to an extent. A lot of y'all might be watching this part and be like, well, damn, Zay, I'm a barber, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? How do I automate my business? And the answer is you got to really just look in your business and figure out how you could work less. If you're going in and you're still you know what I'm saying? You don't got a booking app, things of that nature. You got people texting you. Fix that. You know what I'm saying? Why are you adding extra steps? Why are you making your client success harder? Why are you making your client journey harder? Things of that nature. And another thing I'm going to recommend is, even if you have all of that intact and you feel like, okay, well, I have a business where I can't really automate it, right? Because think about it, a barber, right? They only have X amount of clients. They can only cut so many heads in a day. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're the coldest, fastest barber ever, max you're cutting is 10, 15, maybe 20 if you're really getting them out of their heads a day. You know what I'm saying? And you're using all of your time because that's hours and hours of standing there, right? So what I'm going to say is, and I'm not knocking that, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of barbers here. Even some of my barber, he runs up a bag, a stupid bag of cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But since a lot of his time is consumed there, it kind of puts him on a cap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same with a lot of service-based businesses. Because if you can only cut 20 heads and you can only charge X amount for those 20 heads, then yeah, that's a lot of money, but that's usually your top ceiling for what you can make in a day, which is also the same for the week and the month, things of that nature, right? So what I would say to you, if you're in that position, find something that you can automate. Find a fully automated business. I'm always going to recommend online businesses just because that's what I do. That's what I know. But there's also a lot of people doing that. So it doesn't have to be online. That's why I always reference that landscape and shit. Because like that's just one of the main things I can think off the top of my head. That's a crazy business running up a bag. They're charging people $40 to $150 per yard on regular houses, and they're cutting the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They're cutting all these gated communities, you know what I'm saying, with like 20 plus cribs, 30 plus cribs. You know what I'm saying? And it's an easy way to network. Hey, who cuts your grass? Oh, this company. You know what I'm saying? Drop a little card. You know what I'm saying? This company. So it's like, that is a business that I think of that's not really an online business that you could easily automate. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even just that. It's a lot of different shit you can do, y'all. You just have to really look into it. One of my friends, he has a mobile mechanic business. You know what I'm saying? That's something else you could do. You know what I'm saying? You can even automate that. You can even get people to come work for your mobile mechanic business as mechanics. You know what I'm saying? And you just are the brains behind all of it. You know what I'm saying? You set up everything. So there's a lot of different things that you can automate. But what I would recommend is having an automated business, because even if you already have a business and you don't feel like you can automate it, why not have a business in the background making you money while you're working, while you're sleeping, while you're spending time with your family? It makes more sense. Now I'm going to go into my second point, which is multiple streams of income. So obviously we hear all these gurus online talking about having multiple streams of income, invest your money, do this, do that. But I mean, it's the truth, right? And it starts right there. If you have a 9-to-5, or even if you're already a business owner, regardless of what it is, find a way you can make additional streams of income. That might be another business. You know what I'm saying? That might be a little side hustle. You feel me? But there's way too much stuff out here for us to be doing, and we have way too much time on our hands. The majority of us, we just scrolling all day. You know what I'm saying? We go through a whole day of work and then we want to get off and just scroll and just be on social media or just chill. You know what I'm saying? I worked all day, let's just chill. Nah, if you trying to take it to that next level, if you trying to make X amount of money, or you want to start this business, or even if you just have this goal in general, a goal that consists of being persistent every single day, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You're not going to have as much free time. You're not going to have as much fun, things of that nature. And the people that get it, you feel me? Obviously there's people who feel like, oh, I need balance and I need this and I need that. There's a difference between balance and being comfortable. And that's one thing that y'all got to understand. But yeah, man, have you multiple streams of income. And the reason why I say that is that way you're not too dependent on your business. And I'm going to get into that in a second. Have a clientele-based business where, you know, your business is really dependent on sales. You have no monthly recurring revenue, things of that nature. You don't want that to be just your bread and butter. And that's one thing I learned in my first year of business, because when I first started doing credit, that was all I was doing. You know what I'm saying? All my money was just going off of credit repair sales and stuff, which was cool. It was a good time. You know what I'm saying? I made good money. I was blessed. But at the end of the day, it was very, very stressful, because all you're dependent on is sales and clients and things of that nature. And I feel like pretty much with any business, unless you have a good, solid business model to where your clients are always continuously paying you, or you're bringing in a lot of traffic of people, you're going to have good months, you're going to have bad months, you're going to have slow months, you're going to have great months. You know what I'm saying? So on those valleys, those slower times, things of that nature, it's very important that you have something that's still paying your bills, that's still giving you spending money, that's still helping you invest back into your business. Because if all that money is just coming from your business and you have a bad month, then what? Now you have a failing business. You feel me? And that might not be directly another business. Some of y'all don't have time to go start up another business. I get that. So have your money work for you then. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of research. Get into crypto. Get into stocks. Get into high yield savings accounts. Things of that nature. Things where your money can just sit there and make at least a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Because making something is better than making nothing. And making a 0 point something percentage is basically making nothing. And I'm referring to leaving your shit in the bank. So yeah, that's just another thing I would do. I would have another stream of income. Start up another business. A lot of people, they get, you know what I'm saying, caught up on their dream. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. That's cool. I'm not knocking your dream, but make sure your dream's realistic. Make sure your dream is cash flowing you. I mean, if it's not, you don't got to quit it. You don't got to give up on it, but find something that is going to give you that cash flow that you need, that's going to give you that consistency that you need, because now you have more time to perfect your business to get it to that point. Third thing I'm going to bring up for this video, because I don't want it to get boring, is leveraging business credit. Now, again, I'm not pushing this because I do business credit and stuff. I do business credit and stuff for a reason. It's in demand. It's needed. It's important. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all are not hip on business credit. Whether you're starting a business or you already have a business. I mean, people who tell me they got 2, 3, 4-year-old businesses and they ain't never had one credit card. Why? Why are you using your cash? Why are you going into your bank account on shit that you gotta pay taxes on anyways, on shit that you're gonna have to spend anyways, and on shit that you know that you're gonna make the money back to pay anyways? It doesn't make sense. Why not use your business credit? Build your business credit. Use it as collateral, guys. When you have a high business credit score or you have assets in your business, you can use that as collateral when you're coming and asking for other loans or things of that nature. I have a lot of people that tell me when it comes to credit, oh, I don't want to put nothing in my name. I don't want to, Y'all, if you want to get access to certain things or you want to get access to certain opportunities, it is going to take risk, okay? Tell y'all something, okay? I never am big on, if you don't have money, go take out a loan, and I'm not big on that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all are going to misinvest that. So, if you have $0 to your name, don't go take out a 15K loan, go put your 15K all into one business and then it fails. You know what I'm saying? Have common sense, be smart, do your research, invest into knowledge, y'all. I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all are scared to invest in the knowledge because you're like, oh, people are scamming, things of that nature. Okay, cool, I get it. Like, I've been scammed before multiple times on courses, things of that nature. I tried to learn drop shipping, I got scammed on that. You know what I'm saying? I tried to learn real estate wholesaling, I got scammed on that. There's a lot of different things that you can get scammed on. I tried to learn credit repair, I got scammed on that a lot of times, multiple times. Funding, man, I got scammed badly on funding. I paid a 10K mentorship, didn't get nothing. So yeah, but what I will tell you is every single time I made those bad investments, it taught me, okay, this is who I should be going to. These are the type of people I should be looking out for. And if I would have known these things prior, I wouldn't even ever made the bad investment. You know what I'm saying? But I made the investment, I learned, and it saved me a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Because once I found that right person, now they're teaching me things that I've been needing to know. Don't make it harder on yourself. You're already starting a new business. Stop trying to use all your hard-earned, saved up money. Stop trying to just go off of your knowledge and wing it off of YouTube. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, use as much free education as you can. You know what I'm saying? Go to all the sources that you can. But if you know something that you're getting into, you know nothing about it, it could be saturated, it could be tricky. Why are you just going into a loss? You're wasting time. It's going to be 2 or 3 years until you finally get that information that you could have gotten 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months even, by having the right knowledge. So like I said, it doesn't always cost investing money. Sometimes it's investing time, doing research. Sometimes it's just networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten a lot of mentorships for free. I would say free as far as not using cash, but just based off of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Meeting people and being valuable to them as well. I see that too much. Like, a lot of people, they want to network and they want to, you know what I'm saying, get the fruits of being cool with certain individuals. Like, oh, this person makes a lot of money, I want to get around them and get to see what they do. But think about it from their perspective, right? If they make a lot of money and they're this successful person and their time is so busy and things of that nature, why would they want to network with you? You know what I'm saying? And it's not always currency related, so don't think I'm saying that. Not everything's about money. So even if you don't have the most money, that don't mean you can't network. You can definitely network. If anything, that's the time to network. But it's very important that you're providing some type of value. Don't just come in as a sponge or a leech and just soak up everything. Obviously, you want to soak up what you're getting from being in that network environment, but put something back out. You know what I'm saying? Strengthen that relationship. Learn to be the person's friend first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of business owners or entrepreneurs, things of that nature, people you're trying to network with, they're already talking to people on business levels day to day, clients, business partners, customers, things of that nature. So if you want to come in and you want to learn something from them, whether it's for life or business, you know what I'm saying? Ask them how their day was. Ask them what's their dream place to go. Break the ice up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So networking is key. Regardless, my point is just make sure you get that information from a source. Find somebody who's where you want to be and figure out how they got there. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I'll say with y'all is just be careful. There's a lot of people out here on social media You know what I'm saying? They're projecting all these different things, trying to show off their lifestyle and things of that nature, and be like, oh, well, this is how I got this. I see all these ads all the time when I pop up on Instagram. I'm tired of seeing that shit, bro. Honestly, like, I'm tired of seeing niggas pull up in these rental Lamborghinis and be like, oh yeah, man, I made $100,000 last month in my drop shipping course, and I got it in my bio for $100 off. And you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Like, I'm not saying all of those are all bad business. You know what I'm saying? It's a marketing strategy, so some of them might be good. But what I'm saying is, find somebody who really knows, who's really knowledgeable, who's not just like, oh look, let me show you how I got this. Oh look, let me show you why I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go on my videos, even my last video is labeled how I bought 2 cars, and anything in that video is barely related to my business besides the things that are related. It's barely related to me trying to upsell any type of course or things of that nature. All I'm really saying is how I got approved for these 2 vehicles, because I know some people want to do it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even leveraging my lifestyle. I'm showing you how people are doing these things, how they're getting access to these type of loans and things of that nature. So just make sure you're finding people like that. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're finding people that are actually providing value to you as a business owner, as a student, you know what I'm saying, regardless, because you want to make sure that whoever you're paying or whoever you're spending time with has your best interest at heart, and they also have the knowledge that you're paying for. So again, like I said, when it comes to leveraging business credit, right, the reason why I'm saying this, y'all are doing things backwards, okay? You already know that you need money to start your business. So now you're sitting here trying to work this 9 to 5 or do whatever side hustle that you do for X amount of time until you get to a certain number in your bank account. But at the same time, you're still paying bills, you're still saving, you're still investing, you're still doing things of that nature. You still have hardships and stuff like that. So it's like, y'all are prolonging it because you're looking at it with this goal of, oh, well, if I work this job for this 1 year, then I can just finally have up this 20K to start my business type shit, right? For example. But then it's like, you're saving, you're doing that, but then, all of a sudden your car take a shit. Now you got to come out 2 bands. Now all of a sudden this happens, so you got to come out 10 bands. This happens, you got to come out 5 bands. Or you want to go on a little trip. Things of that nature. It's like, y'all, take the time. Build a solid business plan. I'm not saying go get 50,000 and just be like, I'm going to start a business and just go do anything. That's not how that works. But have a solid business plan. On this downtime, do some research. Go on YouTube, read some books. Look at the stock market and look at what type of businesses are doing well. Think about that in this economy. What type of businesses are doing well in this economy in 2025, right? So it's very important. I'm gonna drop a video on that next. I'm probably gonna do like my top 5 side hustles or businesses that I think you should start in 2025. So yeah, man. If this video was helpful to you at all, like, drop a comment. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Just make sure y'all locked in for 2025.